On this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
It's gonna be Shakir Williams.
Hot dog.
We are married.
What? Wait, what? What happened?
The Outlaws look for clues about what Kosowana was studying.
You got word of someone who had supposedly reverse engineered the pyronite formula. Your best lead is this ex-primary cog of the Church of Brigh, Oloman Kosowana. So you went to go get his address from the Temple of Brigh, and you decided to also investigate the Asynchronous Archives for what kind of works he would have been studying that would have been considered heretical.
But that information is more dangerous than they thought.
But some rune-lizards jumped out, and they're going to assault you.
This dangerous knowledge is reading, hey, go drink H2O2, because that will kill you. Not open the book that says drink H2O2 and a lizard pops out.
As two extra planar book lizards go to attack.
And why don't we have everyone roll for initiative?
I'm not going to use initiative. Puts her hand on the hilt of a rapier and holds her position. No. After you, my friend.
Looks like there's a fight in the library.
Just be like, I'm tired of this. Wow.
The librarian comes out and goes, shh.
Now.
Nothing like starting off book 2 with a combat that makes your players salty.
Forbidden knowledge.
I'm fine.
You didn't see the warning signs that I so generously described in this library?
No, because those warning signs are dumb.
I honestly thought that it was going to be like something we had to make a save against. I thought that we were going to run into like a mind trap, not lizards.
Listen,
not literary lizards.
If I hand you a book,
Literal lizards.
if I hand you a book, I've been thinking about this all week long, and I say, be careful. The forbidden knowledge in this book could harm you. And I hand you the book.
I didn't say.
No. And you open the book, and a gun pops out and shoots you. The gun is not forbidden knowledge. It is a gun
That's in the book.
In the book. So when I open a book and a trap activates and lizards come out, that's not forbidden knowledge. That's harming me. I'm not looking out for forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge is dangerous.
Oh, forgive me.
Their names are dangerous and knowledge.
I'm just.
This is John Knowledge over here. What are you doing insulting his namesake?
That gun is not dangerous knowledge. It's a gun.
Well,
These lizard people are not dangerous
gun's
knowledge.
Name
They're
is
lizard
Dr.
people.
Knowledge? This episode started off
I'm
hot.
done.
Jacob is salty.
Jacob informed me
salty.
last night that's like, you better be prepared because I'm already salty.
Listen, I'm not salty that there was a trap in the book. I'm salty that you think you gave us fair warning there would be a combat here.
I even described a little like warning with a skull and everything on
Because
it.
all they did was talk about knowledge.
These guys are actually really fun though.
I hope so. I am looking forward to a good combat. I'm just salty that we were blamed for this combat happening because we went looking for knowledge, not lizardmen.
Lizardman?
Yeah.
Lizardman Jones?
Leeple.
Well, speaking of forbidden knowledge, I'm ready to dump some forbidden knowledge here. We were talking about something before the show started.
Yeah.
That involves spoiling a lot of things.
Oh my goodness. You might as well just skip the whole banter if you're against spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of this stuff's probably going to be really old, though.
Yeah.
If you're watching the YouTube video, you can skip to here.
I'm not putting a timestamp in. They can figure it out themselves.
I don't think any of us partake in much media that's not like 3 years old.
Yeah.
At this point, all the games we play are multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Nothing happens in there.
So,
none of us read anymore.
what we were talking about is impactful deaths from media.
Yeah, like favorite deaths that are like deaths that really affected you in books, games, movies, etc. Has nothing to do with the fact that one of our own just, died horribly, not but a few episodes ago.
Unrelated.
Completely unrelated.
In a moment of sheer emotional breakdown for me.
Uh-huh.
So we'll dive into that forbidden knowledge. I guess we'll call it everything it's about if you need to avoid spoilers. But most of the things, are going to be pretty old.
I want to go first. So the first one is from a series of movies that I watched a lot as a kid that I should not have watched a lot as a kid. It's from The Matrix and it's Trinity. She fucking dies. That's whenever I learned true love is not real and nothing ever works out for the hero.
She does come back though.
No, she done.
Is she in the fourth movie?
There's a fourth.
You did not hear about the
Like the Animatrix?
No, the fourth Matrix.
The one that just came out?
They made a fourth one, yeah.
I'm not going to watch the new one. It's
okay,
fake.
so there we go. All right, okay.
So
you are subscribing to the Micah philosophy of if it came out after 2000, whatever, it doesn't exist.
I've not watched
the thing
either.
is I
just
haven't
know
watched
the actress is in it, so.
Okay. So the next one is from Final Fantasy Spirits Within. This one really fucked me up. It's the guy at the very end where he like willingly reaches out and touches this horrifying alien creature spirit and gives his life away so that the world can be healed. The next two are from Ace Combat. The first one is a little bit is from Ace Combat 0. And it fucked me up. That was real sad. But this one was actually just recently. Thanks, Derek. It is, I don't even know if he has a name. All I remember is whenever we get back, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend. I've got flowers and everything.
It's PJ.
That's PJ. Okay.
He becomes your wingman.
It was this little, this like young sounding guy. This fucker was probably like 20.
He becomes your wingman after like midway through the game.
And then you look over to your right, you see him in his fucking plane, and then it explodes.
Yep.
That too.
And another one I actually do not think actually happened.
Ace Combat 5. It's super
it's Ace Combat 5 and it never happened. Chopper is perfectly fine.
You're just salty because I did the thing that I do with you when you start predicting the plot and asking for spoilers, and I just lie.
Okay.
Yes.
If I am able to intuit things, then don't lie to me.
I just lie. I let you believe something that's like just off the truth and like, oh yeah, that's right, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then the real thing comes in and you get your soul ripped out from you, and it's beautiful.
Other ones. Borderlands 2. Angel dies and calls her dad a dick at the same time. I hope that's how I go out. Frodo. Frodo deserved so much better. But
he didn't die. He went into the eternal place of being okay.
He passed on, but not in the death.
It is death enough, okay?
He sailed over to the Mistlands.
No. The next one, which is spoilers for the GCP Giant Slayer, is Gormley. And the last one, which just should not have happened the way that it happened. I'm actually going to read the excerpt from the book. Thank you for bringing me to ThunderClan. Tell Blue Star I have always been grateful for the home she gave me. This is a good place to die. I only regret that I will miss watching you become what StarClan has destined you to be. Yellowfang to Fireheart right before her death.
Thunder that rumbles ground.
I didn't have to mention it. Okay, thank you. Mark Yellowfang off my list.
There are more.
You got any more?
Maya.
Oh my goodness.
That was bullshit.
You are just a spoiler
that one made me angry.
Font. This is exactly the way you are in real life. Because we will be if we consume anything with like spoiler media in it in real life and other people haven't seen it yet, you'll just say it casually in a Discord call, and everyone else will be like, "What?" And then you'll realize, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Does anyone else have a... I see Jacob and Kat have accumulated a small list.
Well, listen, I'll let... Are you ready, Kat?
Yeah, I can go.
Ahead.
I had one of mine stolen from me, the death of Yellowfang. That too gave me great sadness. I can mention one that caused me great saltiness, which I still feel to this day. One of my childhood bestie ruined the death of Silverstream for me.
Oh.
Because she always got the books before me in the Warrior series.
Okay.
It's a cat who dies in childbirth.
Oh no, cat dies?
Yeah, the cat dies giving birth to kittens.
Oh no.
I would say, in that similar vein, yet again, spoilers for Warrior Cats if you're still stuck in like 2005.
Like literally, I've read this
Feathertail.
series. Oh yeah.
Feathertail's death.
Oh, yeah.
Sucked.
There were, but like Silver Streams didn't gut me. I was more mad that had it ruined for me.
Fair enough.
Yellowfang's death gutted me. Spoilers. When Firestar finally loses his last life, I had been reading that series since I was a middle schooler, and I read the death of him as a college student and sobbed like a little baby.
Ooh.
no.
So
Another one that was really like not emotionally bad, but just fucked me up. Tiger Star's death.
oh my goodness, that one was
Bled
awful.
out 8 lives.
He
all
died
at
8
once.
lives all at once. This cat, like their 9 lives thing can't save them from every type of a death. Mm-hmm. And his death was literally just, I have gutted you to the point of you will die all your deaths at once. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the Warrior series because I could keep going.
Sounds like Alonzo, who died how many times?
Oh my God. Shut
Please,
the fuck up.
I have enough emotional turmoil. Okay. So no one's gonna care about this one except Jacob. But in the Avengers series, the death of Tony Stark is painful to take.
Yeah.
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 Avatar: The Last Airbender, Jet. That hurt.
Please, excuse me. Jet's not confirmed to be dead.
Mine are all random. The Iron Giant. Flying up.
Okay.
The Iron Giant's not dead, though.
But you didn't know that at first.
You find it out in the same
He
movie.
did sacrifice himself. It just happens to be able to come back through. But that was still gut-wrenching
It's
for
still
me.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, mine are all random. Fantine. The death of Fantine in Les Miserables. That just hurts.
Never seen
I
it.
have no idea what you know, man.
I read it in school.
I know bread's important in that.
Bread?
In The Book Thief.
Oh, that's
Big spoilers for The Book Thief. The death of Rudy. Oh. And you knew it was coming. This isn't even a spoiler. You find out in like chapter 1 that pretty much everyone's going to die because the main character, the narrator, is Death. And it still hurts.
Death's like, yo, this sucks. Everybody's going to die. Here's the story.
Yeah.
All right. I will not spoil this for Jacob, but there is a death in the Michael Vase series that still guts me to this day. I will not spoil it for him because
You
he
can
said he'd
say it
read
because
it.
I've never even read it before. I'll forget it.
No.
Oh, okay.
You won't forget this one. Besides, it has more spoilers than anything. Okay. I have 2 left. Sam the Onion Man in Holes.
That's good one.
The death of Sam the Onion Man. And then for my nerdy little self in the How to Train Your Dragon series, spoilers, Stoic's death.
Oh, that was
Yeah, that was another one I considered.
forgot who my movie one was, and it was Stoic.
but
So you
Stoic.
know, good. You can have that one. I thought of a different one. Oh, Stoic.
That one was
Beautiful
painful.
as the day I lost you.
It would have been a whole lot less painful if he died still thinking his wife was dead. But the fact that he had just
He had
gotten
just
her back.
found her
it would've-
back.
Yes.
And then after going through all the trouble of learning to accept Hiccup for who he was and dragons and all that, he literally sacrifices himself so that no, that one hurts.
The bitch did so much work and then he fucking died.
Oh, so it's my turn now.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, so I decided to, in order to limit myself, I got 2 from video games, 2 from books, 2 from movies.
I didn't even read all of mine,
Nice
Jacob.
and simple. Video games, these are old ones, guys. PlayStation 1 era. And the game Suikoden. There is a party member who follows you around. He is your character's butler. His name is, I have it pulled up so I can
This
pronounce
game
it
means
right.
so much to Jacob.
It
It
means
does.
so much
You talk
to me.
about this
I
fucking
only have
game
met
so much.
one other person ever.
Is that
knows
fucking
about that
Rytak?
game. Yeah. Rytak is the only other person
he's
that
the only
knows
other
about this
person
game.
I
Jacob
know
even
that's played
got
it
me
too.
to read
It's,
the manga versions.
This is for the third. That's for the third. This is the first one.
But it's been so long.
Gremio, Gremio. Gremio? That sounds right.
Either way.
Gremio was your butler. He followed you around. As your character grows, he has to reconcile with the fact that you are a growing young man becoming a general in your own army. He has to treat you like an adult. And then a bad guy releases parasites. And the only way to keep you safe is by closing a door. But the switch is on the side with the parasites. So he has to close the door. And you hear him get eaten. It's text boxes, but you still hear him get eaten as they start at his feet and move up to his
That's
eyes.
awful.
And he gets to have his final farewell. It's really emotional. That was a harsh
That's
death.
horrible.
As like for 9 to 10-year-old Jacob, that was an impactful death right there. The good news is if you collect all your party members by the end of the game, you can use magic to bring them back. I never did that though because I was bad at the game. Other PlayStation 1 era game, Aerith from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
I
classic.
will not be alone in that one. I'm just going to
Classic.
leave it there.
I don't know this woman.
It's like the big Final Fantasy game.
Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game, and she is like the only party member that dies in that game. So it is impactful. You spend a whole disc and a half with her, I think. Moving on to books. In the Dragon Riders of Pern series, there is a man that is like a delight throughout the whole series. His name is Robinton, and he ends up becoming the Master Harper of Pern. He dies essentially at the end of the main series of books. And it's just a heartbreaking death, not because he died in a heartbreaking way, but because he was such a good character and he dies. And that one, I was actually tearing up rereading that one, trying to get his name right. Second book death, Dumbledore from Harry Potter. Now, here's the thing. The death itself didn't get me. It's usually when people have like funerals or whatnot that gets me. And it was at Dumbledore's funeral with all the sad people and all that. That got me.
You know what? My sister, who really liked the Harry Potter books, was way more sad that one of the twins died.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Than Dumbledore.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. But it was the way they did the funeral made it like ramped up the emotions.
Uh-huh.
All right. And we're talking impactful here because other deaths made me more sad, but that one stuck with me. Moving on to movies, I got Merlin from Kingsman because I liked his character.
Jeez.
And the way they did his death made it feel really sad. I don't think he had to die. I think he could have done some other stuff.
No, okay.
But
the thing is, they showed that they had stuff they could have used.
Yeah.
If nothing else, they probably could have I know there has to have been some sort of armor they could have clamped around his foot and he would have just lost
With
the
all
foot.
that text, something. But like his death was emotional and they did like the singing and all that. That was great. And then one that caught me completely off guard. Fun fact. Jacob, after he graduated from high school, at that point, had never read The Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh, no. I
Jacob
knew you were going
saw
to mention this.
The
so I
Bridge to
didn't.
Terabithia while he was working at Blockbuster. Was like, hey, I love fantasy movies and imagination. I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna be happy. It's gonna be fun. And the girl dies.
You never read Bridge to Terabithia as a kid?
So
the movie really was your first experience?
Yeah.
Jacob,
So
my
like,
heart.
that blindsided me. My happy-go-lucky fantasy imagination movie suddenly turned into a tragedy. That hurt. And then just shout out to Littlefoot's mom.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
That death never hurt me because I was so little when it was happening. It didn't stick with me. But in hindsight, Littlefoot's mom's pretty tragic.
That was pretty sad, yeah.
And that's my 6 deaths.
Those are pretty tragic. That was pretty good.
In the vein of Littlefoot's mother. And this is actually slightly newer. So spoilers for The Good Dinosaur.
Oh.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck the child, long neck, whatever his name is.
Arlo.
Oh.
Alfonso. He just kind of looks his dad in the eyes as this huge torrent
Yeah.
of muddy water washes the
It's
fuck over.
terrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That one was unexpected. And, I think they were trying to set it up to be the Mufasa of like this generation. It didn't have that much
It
impact.
didn't have the impact, but like it was
Before
if you
did it
paid
have some
attention, it was an impactful.
Yeah.
That's
No,
terrible.
I mean like he got
yeah, I
bludgeoned
know.
to death.
That's a pun. That's a terrible pun.
Oh, yeah. Hey, real quick, audience. Like, before Derek goes, if any of you've played Suikoden, do a shout out? Because I need to know there's more people that know it exists out there.
Jacob, please tell me I'm not alone.
Oh, you're so alone.
It was overshadowed by Final Fantasy VII, a very good game, but this is a good game too.
I guess I'll go here. Most of mine, basically all of mine, are from games. Well, actually, first, the death of my Primarch Sanguinius.
Stop that. Oh my good. Oh.
Yes, Drow.
One more.
Oh my God.
Clone Wars.
Which one?
Like how? Oh boy, yeah.
The Cartoon Network Clone Wars.
Which one?
The 3D Cartoon Network Clone Wars.
Which death, I think, is the
Yeah,
more
which
appropriate
death?
question.
5s.
Oh, yeah, that was really sad.
Oh, not 5s.
Don't worry, there's a million others just like him.
Shut your goddamn pie hole. I
There
will
are
end
not
you.
a million others like 5s.
There's only one 5s.
The other one I can think of is I really like the Borderlands games. In particular, Borderlands... Well, not in particular, but I really like Borderlands 1. If Jack, my old roommate, is out there listening, I still really love Borderlands 1. It is objectively
He's not listening.
the worst out of all the Borderlands games, including 3. Like, it's
that's-
old.
It's true.
It has no story. The gameplay is still good, but like not nearly as polished as the rest of them. Like, it is objectively the worst. I still love it though, and I'll go back and play it regularly. And because when I played it the first time, I played Mordecai, and as Mordecai, you have a little bird buddy that you can sick on people, and he's awesome. His name is Bloodwing, and they
Bloodwing.
fucking killed him in Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
I
they
was
do.
heartbroken.
Jeez, they fucking wrecked Bloodwing.
Yeah, they had a lot of impactful deaths in Borderlands
They
2.
killed Bloodwing.
They really went ham.
And then they killed Roland.
They killed Angel.
They killed Angel.
It was less sad
And
because
they killed side characters from the first game too. You don't get to see their deaths, but you hear them. The mayor lady.
Yeah,
Jack,
Helena
Handsome Jack
Pierce.
shoots her.
Yeah.
And then
And he calls her ugly.
Yeah.
Right before that.
He did her dirty and then killed her.
God.
Yeah, there's a lot of brutal deaths. That game, the first time I played it, was very impactful for me. The whole game, it really just.
Jesus.
By the time I was at the end of that game, I despised the villain so much, and I was ready to murder the shit out of him.
That is the mark of a good villain.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good villain because you love him and you hate him.
Yeah. Oh man! And then because I was a middle schooler in the mid to late 2000s, the death of Ghost and Roach in Modern Warfare 2. Oh man,
Baby girl.
brutal. Oh, speaking of another villain, objectively not a great typical villain, but I wanted to kill the hell out of General Shepard.
Listen, not every great villain is your most hated villain, but like he was a hated villain.
I have one more.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to the 10-minute Drow Hour. We're talking about death today. What else do you have to talk about, Drow?
Did you almost call me Death?
Yeah.
Well, come on, Death.
Commander Shepard.
Centuries before the Starstone was raised, the Wizard King's necks had get warred with one another, scarring the land between them into a devastated, unstable magic wasteland. Shepard actually might not be completely.
Shepard actually might not be.
From the glowing ashes
Yeah.
of the Mana Waste arose
not the first time.
Alkenstar, the city of smog, a metropolis of airships, skyscrapers, factories, and clockwork wonders. It got better.
He came back in 2.
To the world, Alkenstar is the pinnacle of innovation and determination in the face of insurmountable odds. On its streets, life in Alkenstar is a non-stop race to stay ahead of the competition. And it is here that a desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast them out. They are the outlaws of Alkenstar. Jesus Christ.
I just want it to be on record that I behaved myself the whole time on this one, and it was very hard.
I should have known if Drow's going to pick a banter topic and it's related to anything sad, they're going to have so much input.
You just love being sad.
It's going to kill me because tonight when I'm trying to sleep, I'm going to think of like 8 more character deaths that get me.
You can think of a ton of good character deaths.
Jeez.
There's no shortage of them. But like, we got the good ones. We got a lot of good ones.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got them.
we got him.
Oh, yeah. I knew I'd get Jacob with that Sanguinius comment.
It reminds me of my Primarch.
The most tragic death.
The Emperor's Angel.
I'm glad you said Stoic because he was the first one I thought of for a movie, and I forgot about him. Like that.
Stoic's death was a good one, a heart-gutting one.
Well, speaking of death, when we last left off in our with our brave band of outlaws, you had just recently recovered from death, and by that I mean recruiting Alonzo's the late Alfredo's lover to join
my God.
your party.
Recruiting, more like she insisted that she join you.
Either way.
But after about a week of downtime and getting Eleanor caught up to speed and Chester staring at his conspiracy board.
Yeah.
And I did a job too. I did alchemy work.
Yeah, you did a job
And
because it was better than crafting.
Yeah, goodness.
You got word of someone who had supposedly reverse engineered the pyronite formula. You kind of narrowed down who it was thanks to some intel from Phoebe. Your best lead is this ex-primary cog of the Church of Brigh, Oloman Kosowana.
Kosowana.
There was reports of like loud noises at his place, and then he was like a giant clockwork structure was seen fleeing in the same area he lives.
A giant bewinged clockwork cat, if I remember correctly.
Yep. So you went to go get his address from the Temple of Brigh in some stunning roleplay. And you decided to also investigate the Asynchronous Archives for what kind of works he would have been studying that would have been considered heretical, I think.
Heretical.
Or like where he got his heretical ideas from.
Can I ask, do they actually use that wording in the book, or is that the influence from Warhammer bleeding in?
It's the influence from Warhammer bleeding in.
Okay.
I think it may have been worded like when Phoebe says heretical mumbo jumbo, but I don't think like the people in the Temple of Brigh actually say heresy. The Brigh Inquisition. That's Drow's backup character, hodgepodge Inquisitor of Brigh. Called Cheese. But yeah, you had decided to look here in the archives to try and see like comparing the different versions of the Church of Brigh's sacred text, Logic of Design, and see like maybe what was changed in the time since he left. You know that he left like a couple years ago, but it was only like very recently that he supposedly fled on a giant clockwork contraption. And as you were studying down here, you saw some warning signs of dangerous knowledge. Which is me subtly trying to say, hey, bad things could happen.
Which we totally misinterpreted.
Bad warning. The warning should be more like, warning, runes inside books that will hurt you. Warning,
dangerous knowledge sounds like
trapped books.
It's bad for you to know this.
But some rune-lizards, some crocodile-looking rune buddies.
Rise of the Rune-Lizards.
Jumped out, and they're going to assault you.
Listen, dangerous knowledge is reading, hey, go drink H2O2, because that will kill you. And you learnt it. It's knowledge, not open the book that says drink H2O2 and a lizard pops out.
Anyway, I have some artwork here if you want to see these guys.
Yes, please.
I would love to.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, they look scary.
They're alligator Sneeple.
They have like crocodile faces.
Yeah, they look like a Naga but with crocodile mouth, and they're obviously magical.
And surrounded in pieces of paper written with runes on it.
Yeah.
Like a scroll.
They're so pretty.
They're wicked cool.
These guys jump out at you. Actually, before we get into combat,
These aren't fucking lizards.
I wanted to just clarify here. The reason, or part of the reason that this combat is happening is the research subsystem in the Game Master's Guide, which is what you guys were using to get more information, specifically calls out to like, hey, have things interrupt your party at certain intervals to either get them distracted or to just to keep the pace going, right? And like in this, like, so in the adventure path, there's a bunch of like information formatted like for the research subsystem, and this is one of the interruption things.
Ooh,
written in there.
One of great.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, I I think this is happening in your last research segment. So it'll be the only thing that interrupts you. Usually they're tiered out by how far you get, and you guys didn't get very far.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because unfortunately, Chester's just really dumb. He's a big dummy dumb.
And Eleanor is not an intelligence character.
This is another time a fourth person would have been useful.
More successes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to move you guys to a fun little map here on Foundry. You'll see these little buddies.
Oh boy.
And why don't we have everyone roll for initiative? Everyone got initiative?
Nah.
I'm not going to use initiative. Eleanor puts her hand on the hilt of a rapier and holds her position. No. After you, my friend.
After you.
Gasp.
Wow.
Chester got a 20. Chester wants to go first.
Total of 20, Chester.
Yep. Oh, did one of them get a natural 20?
Sakir, the sanctioned, the observer, rolled a natural 20
Oh, yeah.
for a total of
Beautiful.
27.
27.
Oh, Eleanor got a natural 20. Oh, that's your roll for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To
Though I'm
imagine
curious, what did the machine say Eleanor would have gotten?
A natural 20.
Well,
Nice.
you have no bonus in here, so it's just 20. Okay. Well, then, top of round 1, first in the order is going to be Sakir Williams.
Hot dog.
We are married.
What? Wait, what?
What?
What happened?
That was not something I knew.
Wait, what? I think I missed something.
Derek called me Sakir Williams.
Oh.
So if I take a step back and I scream, I will not hit anybody
Before
except
you
these
do
lizards.
anything, I'm going to need you to
Okay.
make a flat check.
You are correct.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Hey,
you haven't used
don't
any
have any
spells, though.
spells anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we don't have an explosion or a tumbleweed taking us down or anything like that. You mean a tanglefoot?
50-foot tall tumbleweed. Goom. Goom.
Give it the Alkenstar flavor.
I have you fail your Wellspring Surge, you cast Summon Tumbleweed.
Greater.
Greater Summon Tumbleweed.
So
Comma grader.
before anybody dies, I would like to remind us all that we are in an episode divisible by 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good
Thank you
catch.
for the reminder.
Go ahead, reset your hero points to 1. All right, Sakir, what do you want to do?
So if I take a step backwards, the cone will go 1 square and then 3 squares, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll move you a step back. Let's measure this out here. 15-foot cone?
Yes. I will scream.
All right, then these guys are going to have to both make fortitude saves, right?
Fortitude saves of DC 20.
Fortuitous saves.
All right, first one. Natural 20.
Ooh!
Critical success.
Yeah.
Second one. Natural 9 for a total of 15.
That's not a critical failure.
But it is a failure.
That is a failure. Okay,
Yes.
so how much damage?
That is a D6 plus 4.
And
All
which
right.
one's the one that took the damage?
Racing you guys, it'll be the one on the left.
9.
Okay.
9 points of damage, you say.
Lovely.
That's good damage. Especially for a cantrip.
All right, as you see it, after you hit it, you see the runes on its body, like, change color.
Uh-oh.
This shit was peaceful up until we attacked.
And that's
Wait.
going to be it.
Wait, was it? Or did they, like, snarl and come at us?
Oh, they were coming at you. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Okay, good.
All right, so one action, step
I mean,
back.
that's still not great, but good.
Second action, yell at things. Eleanor, this is the first time you've seen Sakir do this nonsense.
It's like she has multiple reasons to hold back first for this combat.
Yeah. All right, this one's going to go now. The one to the right.
Oh.
Let's see. What do I want to have you do, my guy?
They surrender.
You know what? That's a great idea. No.
Oh.
Big sad.
Dangerous knowledge.
Dangerous knowledge.
It's gonna... How evil do I want to be?
Not. You were about to roll for it.
Gonna move.
Uh-oh.
Gonna flank.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna bite at
That
Eleanor.
brings me down by 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Natural 15.
Ugh.
Won't be a critical. That'll be... Oh, it might be, though.
I use nimble dodge.
God.
Okay. 27.
Well, it's not a critical
Not a critical, just a regular hit. All right.
because it would have to be
10 plus your AC.
yeah. It's not a critical. It's just a regular hit. However,
It's
it
only-
helped.
only
Nimble
a re-
dodge helped.
It's only a regular hit because of nimble dodge.
Nimble dodge helped.
Oh, it just helped.
What's your AC without nimble dodge?
21.
Okay,
Oh, you
so
would
you
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it could have helped. That was a really good roll.
Yeah.
That is going to be a total of 9 points of piercing damage
Ouchie.
plus 2 points of chaotic damage.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Chaotic damage.
And I'm going to need you
Uh-oh.
to make a fortitude save, or excuse me, a will save.
Worst save. I got excited when you said fortitude. Okay, well, I'll make my save.
Ooh.
11.
11? Okay. That's not a critical failure, it's just a regular failure.
Yeah, but I want to be cool in my first combat.
You're going to be stupefied 1
Oh no.
for 3 rounds.
Stupefied 1. Delightful.
Hold on, let me find stupefied. There we go. And if you're curious what stupefied is, your thoughts and instincts are clouded. Stupefied always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks. And DCs, including will saving throws, spell attack rolls, blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's going to affect Eleanor too much.
Yeah, it's,
No.
it's a -1 to if you did anything charismatic.
It could affect her, but not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Basically, what happens though, this thing bites you. It gets a solid hit, and you start getting these garbled thoughts in your mind. You start getting confused. It has one last action to go,
Chaos demons.
and it's going to take a swing with its tail
Oh.
at Psyche here.
Oh.
Let's roll that here real quick. Oh, not great. That's only going to be a 15 total. All right, well, that will be its turn. Next in the order is Chester Williams.
Chester Williams.
Chester Williams.
Chester Williams is going to devise a stratagem on the one that has been hurt.
Stratagem Deviso.
And I get a bonus thing with this now. I took, when we leveled up, the ability called Known Weaknesses. So whenever I devise a stratagem, I can roll a recall knowledge check for free.
Ooh.
So first, I'll do devise a stratagem. Okay. And now, here's the recall knowledge. Okay, what skill am I rolling?
This is going to be, that's a good question. Recall knowledge.
I'm going to guess Arcana.
Thankfully, Foundry has the thing listed for me. It is going to be religion, but if you had some planar lore, I would allow a lower check.
Unfortunately, I do not have that. Do have a bonus question real quick, though. Can you recall knowledge multiple times on a single creature in this game? In 1E, you could not, but I've not seen such restrictions yet here.
You can attempt repeated recall knowledge actions to try and recall more information about a creature. These checks increase in difficulty as shown in this chart, which I have pulled up. However, if you fail or if no DC is listed, you cannot attempt further recall knowledge checks against this creature. So if you fail, you don't
Okay.
get anything.
Cool.
If you succeed and you want to get more, you can roll again at a higher DC.
Cool. I got a 14 on the die for a +7 and 21.
That'll be good. I'll tell you that these things are really hard to pronounce. Akizendri.
Okay.
Akizendri. Akizendris. What do you want to know about them?
His jingle?
Do they have resistance claw?
I want to know resistances and weaknesses.
So they have resistance to precision 3, but they
hate you.
also have a thing called protean anatomy. An Akizendri's vital organs shift and change shape and position constantly. Immediately after the Akizendri takes acid, electricity, or sonic damage, looks at Psyche here, it gains the listed amount of resistance to that damage type. And this lasts for 1 hour until the next time the protean takes damage from one of the other types.
So basically, the more you hit them with a type, the more resistances they get.
Yeah.
To
Now,
that
does this
type.
stack?
No, they can shift it. So It's more like you hit it with Sonic, it is now resistant to Sonic 6. If
And-
someone hit it with a different
Jesus.
element, it would become resistant to that. They have a weakness. They're weak to lawful 3.
Oh, great.
Great.
They don't get that resistance on the hit that makes them resistant. It's
No.
after that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, unfortunately, Chester's devise a stratagem was a 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not going to rely on that to hit these guys because I think the highest to hit I got is 11 or 12. That'd be a total of 14. I'm not going to risk that. So what Chester's going to do is he's going to grab a vial from his chest, shake it up, or he will plop something in it, shake it up and drink it for a Drakenheart's mutagen moderate and get some AC.
All right, so 1 action, Deviso Stratagem. Second action and third action, take your mutagen. Cool. All right, well,
so
it's
much
the other
better.
one's turn. It is going to attack Eleanor first with the bite.
And I'm still flat-footed.
Yes, because they're flanking you.
Okay.
Natural 6, that's 18, so it's going to miss.
You miss.
And then it's going to...
By 1, I think.
Yes.
Jeez.
Scrapes right off the black leather
I
armor.
thought it was 21 without.
Yeah, 19 with. No. 19 as flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
23 with nimble dodge if I choose to use it.
I'm just Dumbo.
You should note that she didn't even flinch. Just kind of takes it.
She's into it.
Oh no.
No.
BDSM.
No.
Bite me, lizard.
Question, if I have
She's
attacked
been lonely since Alonzo died.
and then I make a spell attack, do I take my multiple attack penalty?
I would imagine you do.
I want to say if I had a gut reaction because they're both titled with attack, I would say yes.
If they have the attack trait.
Yeah, it does have the attack
There
trait.
you go.
All right, then there's no point in me doing that.
That's
honestly.
right. Don't do your magic. It's dumb.
Don't do magic. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I have
magic
my magic.
sucks.
My
Who would-
magic is already
Who
doing
would
good
do
stuff
magic
for me.
in the mana wave?
Loser does magic.
In the mana waste of all places.
I'm a bite Chester.
What?
No, I don't bite Chester.
You miss.
That's a natural 9. I'm going to bite Eleanor again.
Oh, that's rude.
That's a natural 4.
Nope.
Oof.
Cold dice.
Wait. I've already used my reaction. Never mind.
Yeah, you already used up your
Oh.
reaction, unfortunately. Oof. Now you got things to choose from. Well, speaking of you, it's Eleanor's turn.
I used it for Eleanor after having watched her new companions and watched these creatures. Now chooses to draw the rapier with a flourish. That ring noise as metal comes out of the scabbard. And she will attempt a tumble through to this side.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Because she has panache.
Panache.
Her
And knowledge circus.
Circus lore.
because the bravado with which she used to wait to attack, she has a higher bonus to her acrobatics.
Oh.
Right. So give me
Looking
a,
cool makes her actually cooler.
Wow.
Give me a check here against my reflex.
I need
DC.
to retire this die tonight. How's a 17?
That's pretty good, but unfortunately, that's
I
not going
didn't
to
think
make
so.
it.
So it would trigger an attack of opportunity.
Well, they don't have nothing. They don't have any reactions to spend on you.
Okay. Well, I should still have them flat-footed though because I'm flanking.
Yeah, you're flanking.
Now, Chester only has his dukes out, but I think that still considers them threatened because there's no such thing as unarmed, like
Yeah.
defeat unarmed strike or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
no, I think it's a lot simpler. You're just flanking them.
Hot dog.
Great.
Hot
So I'm
to
going
the
to
dog.
attack at their flat-footed bonus with my rapier.
All right.
Are you going to do your...
Yes, if I hit, it's a precise strike finisher.
Are you going to do a finisher on them? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I mean, I've only got one
Finish
action
him.
left, so finisher.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Out of the box.
Oh.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. How's a 23 to hit?
23, you say?
And it might actually be a 24. I need your help. It says precise strike plus 2, then 2d6 finisher.
Do you have
Plus-
the panache checked
Yes.
on Hero Lab? What's your total bonus?
Oh, wait, I actually have to check. It does not add to the attack, it doesn't appear.
Oh, it's plus 2 damage, right?
Is it plus 2 damage?
Well, so if you have panache, you get plus 2 damage on normal hits. If you do a finisher, you do the other one, 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you'll get. You don't
Yeah, I'm
get
using my finisher.
I don't think you get an actual bonus to hit. That's a big hit.
Not a critical, but a good hit.
That's a solid hit. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage with
Is,
your finisher precision damage.
Even considering them flat-footed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't critical.
I mean, it wasn't a terribly high roll.
All right.
Well, let's roll. Her rapier is a +1 and a striking rapier.
Yeah, so you roll your
So
rapier.
she naturally gets 2d6.
Yeah, 2D.
And now she gets another 2d6.
It'd be 2d6 plus your strength bonus, I think.
Yes.
And then plus, 2 more d6 for precision.
Yep.
Tell me, roll the precision separately because they have
Yes,
resistance.
I know. I'm going to say precision is my purples.
Okay.
All right, that is 4 precision damage,
Okay.
6 regular damage.
Okay, pretty good. So they're going to resist a little bit of that precision. All right. Well, that is a solid hit. That'll be Eleanor's turn.
Yes, it is.
What a turn.
And now that my turn is over, I have my reactions back, correct?
Yeah, well,
Correct.
it's we do it by rounds. So we just went to round. You're at the end of the round,
well,
so we
yeah.
do round 2, and now you have them back.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's a little hard to pick up a 4th level character that's a bit more complicated at level 4.
I think the way the game is intended to work is everyone gets the reaction refreshed on their round, but I tend to just on their turn. But I tend to just keep track of it by round because I make a bigger deal whenever.
That
a
was
round
the
changes
last
over.
one in the round, so new round,
Yep.
and I'm in. Okay.
All right, so top of round 2, Psyche here. Williams, the observer, is your turn. Everyone's going to be Williams by the end of this.
Not Eleanor.
Am I adopted?
In
Am
fact,
I married?
Williams are parasitic and they infect others.
Everyone starts growing a hat.
Congratulations, Chester touches an arm. You're a Williams now.
You're Williams, Harry.
I do not like this.
What do you want to do, Psyche here?
So these things can't do attacks of opportunity, right?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, if I moved there, I wouldn't hit anybody except this guy with a scream, right?
Yep.
Is that the one that's resistant?
No, the one that's
Okay.
resistant is the one below you.
Then I will do that. I
All
will
right.
scream at this lizard.
Good call. Fortitude?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys don't have great fortitude. That's a fail with an 18.
Oof. 7.
7 damage.
Yes.
All right. You see as you hit this one that its runes on its skin also change. Okay, that's your turn, I think. Or you just move. You didn't move, so you can take another action if you have one.
Haunting him is 2 actions.
Yeah, but you didn't move, right? No, you did.
I
You
started
stepped.
off there, so I had to move there.
Okay, so step and then haunting him. So that's your turn.
Yeah.
This one's going to act again. It's going to step towards Chester.
Williams.
Oh boy.
And really, they don't have a ton of different things they can do, but they sure can bite. So he's going to bite. Ooh, natty 15, 27.
Jeebus.
You take. Jacob's looking at me with such disdain. He's so done with me. That's going to be...
Fine.
It's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
4 points of chaotic damage.
Oh, so 10.
And then I'm going to need you to make a will save.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I
Uh-oh.
must insist.
11.
That's going to
Oh
be
my
a
God.
fail. That's the same thing Eleanor rolled.
No.
You are
Now
going
you
to
too are
be
stupefied.
stupefied 1
I'm stupid.
for 2 rounds. All right, so Chester, your mind gets all garble-malated by this barooned lizard.
Bye.
And he is also going to try and hit you with his tail.
Great.
Natural 20.
Oh, stows.
So that is going to be a total of 27, which should be a critical success with 20 bumping it up. Normal success, natural 20 bumps it up to critical.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right.
That is going to be
Tell me.
total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage, 2 points of chaotic damage,
So 20 damage.
Is Chester still up?
Oh, he's still up.
and then they are going to spend the last action to grab you.
Oh god.
Great.
You are now grabbed.
Fantastic. I love it. See, I'm being being
Chester
better.
Williams, it's your turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is.
How hurt is this one?
Which one?
The one that has me.
A little hurt.
You attempt a manipulate roll while grabbed. You must succeed at a
DC 5 flat check to do anything
Roll check.
with manipulate.
Cool.
You sound irritated.
Chester is going to devise a stratagem against the one that has him grabbed. Is it the one that's north of him or southwest?
North.
Okay.
The blue one up north.
Southwest.
Blue indicator.
North.
Okay.
Northwest.
Okay.
Actually, I apologize. You are not grabbed. I just remembered I had to move.
That's very big of you, Derek.
So you are not grabbed, but both of the attacks did.
Kind and honest DM.
Thank you for being honest. So I devised a stratagem on which one. Okay, in this case, which one's the one that they've both been hurt now, haven't they?
They've both been hurt, yeah.
Okay.
Roughly about the same.
Chester devised a stratagem. He's also going to do a knowledge check because he succeeded the last one, and why not find out some stuff? 10.
10.
Yeah. Do I
No.
learn anything? I can't
No.
think so. Well, there goes that.
You know that they like to eat at Papa John's.
So that's one action. Just you stop that.
What the fuck, Derek?
Chester's
You hungry?
Gonna
So
go
hungry.
1, 2, 3, 4, and he is. Oh no! Wait, I need to move one closer because I need 20 feet. There we go. So that was his second action, and for his third action, I'm stupefied. Should that affect?
You take a penalty on your intelligence stuff.
Oh, that actually hurts my devise a stratagem roll because it's intelligence based.
Yeah, if you're
That
stupefied,
is-
you're not devising.
That is clever.
My brother in Christ.
Clever.
Their ability is called
Clever
garbled
girl.
thoughts.
Clever little noodle.
There's just a leaking water sound in Chester's head.
Bloop.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
You said, you know what? I know what I'm going to do.
What?
Let's chuck a nice frost vial lesser at them.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to splash me?
No,
No.
he's going to chuck it at this one.
Yeah, the one you backed away from actually doesn't have anyone adjacent to it anymore.
Because I don't believe I have any. Oh.
You're going to have to use lots of different types of vials with these dudes.
Take backsies. I'm going to use a bottle lightning lesser instead.
Okay.
And he's going to yeet it at him. It was 11 on the die, plus 9 is 20.
That'll hit.
All right.
Yeet.
That's going to be... Oh, and this was one action because Chester has Quick Bomber, where he can draw and throw a bomb in a single action.
Did you take inspiration from a certain Shoma Lazarius?
It was either that or getting a familiar, and as much as I wanted to get an alchemical familiar, this was much more useful.
Yeah.
You could have had your own slick, and you turned that down.
For action economy.
I did. I sure did. That is
Monster.
7 plus 1 for 8 electrical damage,
Okay.
and it's flat-footed.
Chester, you hit it with your bottled lightning, and you see the runes change color again.
What?
As it turns to look at you. That's your turn, right? You deviso, stratagem, move, and throw.
Correct.
All right. The other one's turn. It's going to attack Psycheer, because Psycheer is right next to it.
All right.
So natural 8, but I don't know how good your AC is, so total of 20.
You're good. You're good. You hit.
Okay. That's going to be a total of... Ooh, that's really good damage. 11 points of
Ouch.
piercing damage, 3 points of chaotic damage, so that's total of 14. I need you to make me a will save.
I'm going to use a reaction first.
Okay.
Is this piercing?
This is piercing, yeah, because it's biting you.
I'm going to cast Blood Vendetta.
Blood Vendetta.
Oh, is this new?
Yes. This is a DC 20 will save.
Will save from me.
Yes.
I have pretty good will. Oh, yeah, natty 19. So that's going to be a total of 29. Is that a critical success or a regular success?
That is a regular success.
Okay.
You take a d6 of persistent bleed damage.
Ooh.
Okay. And I'm bleeding.
3 right now.
Well, no, I don't take that
That's
till my
my
turn.
turn.
Okay.
Well, it is my turn. It's a reaction.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah. Persistent damage, 1d6 of bleeding.
Okay. And you said will save?
Uh-huh.
13.
13. Also going to fail. You are stupefied 1.
Oh, stupefied.
I want
For
to use
4 rounds.
cat's luck
Oh.
to
that a
reroll the
reaction?
saving throw.
Oh, spend one of your cat's luck.
Hang on. I need to make sure that this is the right way that I'm using it. This is a reflex. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, well, you're going to be stupefied 1 for 4 rounds. You can check that on. I think that might affect your spell casting. Let me double check here.
Okay.
Hey, there's no checks for it, right? Oh, but the DC.
Yeah, your thoughts and instincts are clouded. Stupefied always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saving throws, spell attack rolls, and spell DCs. And because you're a charisma caster, I think that might affect your stuff.
Yeah, it would affect anything because it's mental stats.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is 1 action to bite. Second action is going to be tail attack. 18?
No.
Okay. Miss. Might as well try.
Didn't you get new armor?
Yes.
Miss on the third tail attack, too.
Did the armor help that be a miss?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. Well, end of round 2, it's going to be Eleanor's turn. Oh, and look, I checked on Foundry now has the ability for me to say 1d6 persistent and make the flat check.
Nifty.
And it automatically applied my bleed for me.
And roll to stop it.
Damage takes 1 damage. All right, and then I'll do my flat check. 14. I think if you're looking for one to go for, Eleanor,
I'm thinking flat-footed might be the best, though.
it might be easier, yeah.
Yeah, Eleanor is going to move, and as she moves, her high heel boots click-clack, all important like as she goes.
High heels?
You are not fencing in high heel boots.
This is
Well,
listen,
they're not high heel
It's
like
fantasy.
stiletto. They're like the little to me an inch or 2 is high heel. Let me clarify
they're
this.
12-foot
But
stiletto
you know how
boots.
the people
12
have
inch.
that important when they wear the heels. They have that important click clack click clack when they go down the halls. She has that. I'm gonna attempt to tumble through.
Jacob thinks Eleanor's out here walking on stilts.
I'm not saying stilts or stilettos. I mean like boots with a heel.
Roll your tumble through.
Boots with the heel.
Oh.
Oh, natty 16. That's gonna be a 29 to tumble through.
Oh, yeah, that's a success.
Critical?
Although, so that for, it's not critical success.
What?
But so for you, it's already flat-footed.
Yes, I didn't do that to make it flat-footed. I did that to gain panache.
You now have
Oh,
panache.
I thought it was an attack. I'm sorry.
I now have panache.
So that's
Beautiful.
1 action. You now have panache.
Did
Go
you
ahead
already
and make
spend your panache?
Attacks.
You see,
They only ever get 1.
When you use it, you lose
I
it.
was okay.
Yeah, it's not like 1E. In 1E, you had a pool of panache points.
No, I know that. Okay, I understand why you're trying to say this. I was like, didn't you already have the thing though from going last? I didn't
No,
realize you
use the
spent it.
finisher.
Yeah, I used that for the first round.
The finisher uses if you.
Yep, a finisher will spend your panache.
Yar.
So I tumbled through, and you could think of that as pretty daring because I already knew it was flat-footed to me.
It's pretty
And I
good.
did it anyway. And let's do another finisher.
All right.
All right, so that would be my 2d6 plus 2d6.
Oh,
Plus
fun,
1.
Fun fact: if you use a finisher as well, you cannot attack any more times that turn.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been very cautious of that.
Was
It
good?
has the flourish trait, which means you can only do it once.
Yeah, it's a good use to the.
All right, so the precision damage is 8,
Okay.
and the piercing damage is 8.
Nice.
8, you say?
8 and 8 for 8 piercing, 8 precision.
All right.
One
That's a
sec, I'm-
solid hit.
I'm not done yet, so hold on.
Yeah, you got one more action.
Yep.
One thing you could do is just back up to make them have to approach you.
We're just gonna go with the backing up. I had another action, but it requires the use of charisma, and I'm a little bit weaker on that now. So we're gonna go this way.
All right.
Basically, pull their attention away from Psycheer and Chester.
All right. That'll be the end of round 2. Top of round 3. It is going to be Psycheer's turn again. Psycheer, I believe the one adjacent to you is still immune to, or not immune, but resistant to your sonic damage. I don't know if Chester's called out this, but the one that he just hit with the lightning has changed its resistance.
Chester will have yelled out the things that he has learned,
Of course. I
Okay.
assume as much.
and the bomb went bzzz, so smirks.
I get there.
Yeah, that should nail it. Let me
Then can I
measure it
get
for you.
both?
Yeah, if you take a step back, Psyche, here, you can hit both of them in it.
For some reason,
Okay.
this measurement tool does not like to measure that upper corner.
I know, but it would hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. You got to make a DC 19 fortitude saving
Oh
throw.
yeah, it went down. That's right. Because you got stupefied.
Yes.
Okay, so first one, fortitude is going to be 22, so regular success. Oh, natural 5 on the second one for an 11. So the one that is resistant failed, and the one that isn't succeeded. So he'll take half. So roll your damage for me.
8.
8 damage. So the one who succeeded is only going to take 4, and the one who failed is going to take 8, but will resist 6. So a total of 2. There we go. All right. Cool. So moved and cast. I think that's your turn. Number 1 here is going to run up to Eleanor because it didn't like that. Attack with a bite. Ooh, I think that might hit. That's going to be 25.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
I did not choose to use Nimble Dodge.
I have a feeling I know what you're saving it for. So you're going to take a total of really good damage. Unfortunately, 13 piercing damage with the bite.
Jesus.
2 chaotic damage.
Do I have to make a will save again?
I don't think so. You're still stupefied 1, so it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
like
still
it's
in
gonna
my
up.
stupefied effect.
That'll stack.
Don't worry about it.
Get the stupefied 2.
Then it's going to hit with the tail. Oh, okay. So that's going to be a total of 16 to hit.
Miss.
Or just
But
a miss.
unfortunately, you do not trigger the action I've been waiting for.
I don't have a third attack, so that's just going to be it. That's its turn. Chester, it is your turn.
Is that the one that's taking bleed?
No, the one that's taking
Okay.
bleed is
Right
is closer
there.
to you.
Okay.
So that is not where. Oh, it was where everyone else was. The one that is flat-footed is no longer flat-footed. So,
Okay.
and the one over here is bleeding. And what is its current thing? Is Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay. Chester will devise a stratagem. Chester Williams is going to
yes.
gonna pull out a gun.
He's going to pull out a gun.
He's gonna pull out his +1 flintlock musket and shoot that one.
To hell with
The
his
one
library.
to east.
All right.
That's a total of a dirty
my God.
20.
That'll hit.
All right. That's going to be 2d6.
Resist this, you lizard bitch.
Actually, 2d6 plus 1d6. That's 6, 2, 10 damage. Just be like, I'm tired of this. Wow.
Bam!
The librarian comes out and goes, shh.
You shush.
A library.
That was an action to devise, an action to draw the gun, and an action to shoot it. That is Chester's turn.
All right. This guy is going to
I was hoping it would die.
not die,
Really?
hopefully. It is its turn, so what are we going to have you do?
Taunt.
Taunt. Wiggle. He's just going to
Wiggle.
wiggle like the snake. I'm going to roll a die. I don't remember what I was rolling for.
So you didn't say what that meant, so.
Pick a number 1 to 20, Chester.
The 13.
Okay.
Unlucky 13.
All right, well, unfortunately for you, it doesn't like guns. So it's going to charge up to Chester, 1 action, move, 2nd action, chomp, 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 chomp.
Oh, I'm not stupefied anymore, though, am I?
You stupefied this round, you'll not be next round, I believe.
Okay.
I hit you on round 2. Yours is round 3. Natural 19. So that's going to be a total of 31.
It is a hit.
Not a critical?
No.
GG. You are going to take the classic 11 points of piercing
Great.
and 4 points of chaotic.
Oh, even more. Great.
And then it's going to grab you.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Chester ain't looking so hot.
And that's its turn, which means we do the persistent thing.
You don't get another save, though. It just says you take it until the bleeding stops.
I got to do
That's how
flat
persistent
checks.
damage works.
Oh, it does go away. I made my flat check.
Okay.
Yeah. Delete. Deleto. All right, that's its turn being over. Eleanor, it is your turn.
All right.
The one in front of you is looking bad.
As I am currently without panache, I am going to attempt to stumble through again.
Okay.
Eleanor just kind of slides around in combat.
Slide to the left.
All right.
Slide to the right.
Nat 20.
Crisscross.
Dude, I spent it on this.
Everybody
33.
clap your hands.
Yeah, you have panache.
All right, I am panached.
All right.
You're hella panached.
We're going to attempt another finisher here
All
to
righty.
strike with the +1 striking rapier. Out of the box. 21 to hit.
21.
You look good.
With flat-footed.
Oh, it would have hit without flat-footed. But
It's not a critical, I don't think so. My
No.
other one wasn't a critical.
No, not a critical.
But I hit.
All right, roll me your damage. 2d6 plus your strength, and then your prestige.
Plus my precision. Okay, precision damage is going to be 11. Just short
gosh.
of max. And the piercing damage will be 9.
Oh yeah, you kill the hell out of this thing.
So it's dead.
It is so dead.
Well, I can't attack anymore because of the flourish trait. So Eleanor is going to 1, 2 stride up to the one that is attacking Chester.
All right, you're not flat. But it's not flat-footed because you're not flanking it because it's grabbed Chester.
No, but I still want to attack it later.
Yeah, you'll be in position.
That's what I mean. I'm trying to position it.
Yeah. All right. Top of a new round, round 4. Psych here. The Observer Williams. It is your turn.
Chester's just marrying everybody.
I'm not
He's a
married.
furry.
I'm adopted. Hi there, my child. But in a different way that you say, my child. Get you with it.
Chester Williams, everybody.
It's me.
Oh my god. What happens if I miss, like, a slappy attack
Well, I mean, sometimes
in
there's
terms
things
of
that
with
have,
a spell?
You would just miss. You'd lose the spell. I think. What's the spell?
I want to use harm.
Ooh, harm.
What was the question?
If you cast a spell with a touch attack, like or a melee attack, and you miss, do you lose the spell in this game? Because I know in 1E sometimes you can still have it like charged up.
That's a good question to look up the rules
Are you
for.
hitting the enemy with it or Chester?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
then,
hitting the
okay.
enemy with it. I want to use harm as harm.
Chester's a little jealous.
Give me that touch.
Chester's at 3 HP. He's a little jealous. He's like, "Oh, won't touch me, please. Touch me.
Chester sees the
I'm fucking done with this.
Kazindri getting the bad touch and he wants it.
It's the rabbit from the
Touch me harder.
Touch me harder.
Ghost stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bad
I
dog.
didn't know that you were at 3 HP.
It's okay. It's okay. The fight's almost over.
Maybe.
Hopefully. No HP.
I might be rethinking things now. I didn't realize, the view that the psych here has changed. I thought it was just
Chester
kind
saw
of.
enemy wrapped around in Chester, got closer. Chester is bleeding out of his face. Ah!
Yeah, okay. So, instead of that, I'm gonna. Hang on, let me measure some shit.
Yeah, I looked it up. In 1E, there was a thing where if you missed with a spell attack that was like a melee specific
You could
one,
hold it.
You could hold it and try again. Not a thing in 2E.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my harm. I'm gonna use harm on Chester with the 2 action version, so that it's a D8 plus 8.
2 action heal.
This is my job.
Unlike Alonzo, you're not letting this one go. All right, so roll to heal Chester. D8 plus 8.
14.
14.
Yes.
All right, you heal 14 hit points from this bad touch.
That is so good unless he criticals me again, which is not out of the question because it's Derek.
The saltiness is real.
In
Jesus.
Pathfinder, like spells are like something you can see as they're being cast. So
Yeah.
I always imagine that like heal looks like bright, warm, heals people, and harm looks like dark,
Yeah.
and just gross and seeping looking.
Oh,
and
thank
Chester's
you.
just like,
like
Oh, that
like
feels
a
better.
blackish green or
Yeah.
something.
I was about to go
that's the
out.
good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
All right, it's Psycheer's turn unless you want to move.
No.
Okay. Jackie Williams.
It's me.
Everyone will Akazindri Williams.
Chester, why do you keep on marrying these things?
I ain't marrying nobody. I don't know who's changing the name
You
registers.
married the Knowles.
Is
You
Chester-
married me?
Just so nice that everybody thinks he's flirting with them.
He's just adopting everybody.
I'm older than you.
And
No, he just made them his siblings. Is that what you're
I
saying?
adopted you as my
Masakir.
Sakir.
What you want to do, Chester? You are no longer stupefied, I don't think.
Sibling.
My cycling.
Mine is stupefied.
What would I roll to escape again?
Attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect, and you're going to roll against my athletics DC.
I thought it was a acrobatics or an athletics thing.
Yeah, I forgot. It's the unarmed attack modifier. I think you can argue to use acrobatics or athletics if you'd like.
You know what?
Are you gonna argue? We gonna fight?
Chester is gonna. If it's an unarmed strike thingy, Chester's going to devise a stratagem.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's a really good roll.
That's good.
To get out.
Yeah.
Natural 20. To escape from plants.
That is a 25 to get out.
Yeah, you make it.
So that's just 2 strikes to get out. And then for his final thing, he's going to spend an action to raise his new buckler that he has on his arm and increase his AC by 1.
Hey, very nice. That's
So
your
he's
turn.
also still there to help flank.
It is the
Do you
second.
have a melee weapon?
I have a whip.
Yeah.
From his
I thought
wife.
you used your musket.
Oh, you did just use your musket.
Okay, I'm not using it now.
Okay.
Oh, I'll drop the musket then. So I have my fisticuffs up.
Okay.
Dropping is a free
I'm
action.
not trying to be hateful.
No,
I'm
that's a
just
good
trying to
thing
pay
point out.
attention.
It's a good thing to point out.
The second Ekka's injury is going to attack. It is going to
Attack who?
attack. Hey, Cat, pick a number 1 through 20.
17.
Eleanor is going to get a big old smackaroo. Ooh, 28.
Dang. You hit, but thankfully it's not a critical.
All right, you're going to take with the bite. Oh, not a great roll. 7 point of piercing damage.
I'm
3
glad
point-
it's a bad roll.
3 points of chaotic damage.
Okay.
And now,
I'm on my last round of stupefied, so
yeah. And now I play the game of, boy, my attacks aren't that great. Here comes the tail. Hello, tail. 17 is a miss.
the tail.
yeah.
And
Fuck you.
Well, what's your total?
you would be 22.
What's your AC? Oh,
I should have said nimble dodge.
21.
You hit me.
it's a critical.
That's
too,
a
isn't it?
critical. Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's the tail, and the tail does less damage.
I've been see. I have the lovely choice of making. Do I nimble dodge or do I save opportune riposte?
I know. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 8, 3. Oh, that's pretty good. 11, 22 points of damage.
22.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Eleanor goes down.
Oh, no.
What?
What a weird critical.
Goodness gracious!
I am so salty that I didn't use nimble dodge.
It would have reduced it to a normal hit. All right, well,
No.
that's its turn. It can't grab you because it spent all its actions.
You go down to
That
die.
is the only time I think I have ever hit on the third attack.
Yeah.
Because normally the third attack is just like
You're at dying too.
Now I'm salty.
dying.
I'm not dying too, am I?
Yeah, because
Because
it's
it's a critical hit.
But you're not bleeding.
Listen,
Oh my
but
God.
listen, there's no persistent damage, and you have a hero point. We're fine.
You're fine.
It's fine.
Don't tell me this. I still
fine.
have trauma.
This time
Oh
it
my
actually
God.
should be.
This should be
be.
fine.
Don't.
If you kill
No.
Eleanor, she's gonna quit this podcast. This podcast is gonna die because we
the-
need at least 4 people.
That's the end of its turn. Eleanor, can you make me a dying check?
Listen, we can't replace anyone with Mirak. You can't.
It's
When
just
do you die? Dying 3 or dying 4?
Dying 4.
4.
It's okay.
You only
You're
have to
okay.
spend your hero point
You're
if you
okay.
hit dying 4 and fail. Or if you hit dying
I'm not
3
happy
and fail.
about this.
I can't
It's
believe
okay.
I criticaled on the third attack.
Well, I'm dying 3.
Oh my
I'm
God.
All right, what'd you get?
A 3.
That's funny. in an ironic way.
Shut the fuck up, Jacob.
It's not funny, and I don't want to
Oh
comment
my
anymore.
god. So Psych here, you see Alonzo's beloved, get hit by a tail attack. An oddly well-placed tail attack from a desperate creature who does not have a lot of hit points. What do?
Hang on. I need to check my curse.
You haven't used a focus spell yet, have you?
No.
Okay.
Because if I was able to go to moderate curse, the D12s would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to cast 2 focus spells.
Yeah. Instead of that, I'm going to cast.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm reading.
I'm reading.
I'm going to do my first thing, which is spend one of my focus points to do Healer's Blessing.
Ooh.
Okay.
So doing that is going to make it so that if I heal Eleanor, they get an extra 2 HP
Okay.
off of the healing
needs it.
spell.
So that's 1 action, right?
Yes. And then I am going to spend I'm going to make this healing spell level 2.
Oh, you're going to heighten it?
Yes, I'm going to heighten this.
Ooh.
So that'll increase the healing by 1d8.
Yes.
And the extra healing for the 2-action version
Yes.
by 8. So it'll be
Yes.
2d8 plus 16. Boy.
2d8 plus 18.
16 plus your 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 8 plus 18 total. I gotcha.
That's a chunky
That's a
spell.
1.
And an 8.
So 9 plus 18 plus 27.
27.
Eleanor, you are no longer dying. You are wounded 1, but you are no longer dying.
And I have 27 hit points now.
Yar. Chunky use of turn psych here. Take a hero point.
Yay!
Oh, that was beautiful.
I'm so glad to have hero points that I have, I think, never used.
We just have to remember we have them. Maybe we can try some nonsense after this combat.
You stupid.
I almost used my hero point earlier, but I was like, what if I go down?
Exactly. You should not use your last hero point.
Yeah.
You save that for if you're about to die.
If I had 2, I'd have used 1 for an
Yes.
attack.
All right. Chester Williams' turn.
He dropped his gun.
Yeah, he did. You have a whip, though.
Eleanor's no longer dying.
Yeah.
Haha.
But Eleanor is prone.
When is the creature's turn next?
It'll go after you.
Could just whip it, but it's only 2.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I just thought I could have Chester shove this creature.
Oh my
and
God.
it could trip over Eleanor like we what's it called when someone gets on their hands and knees behind someone and you shove them? You
God.
Oh, there's a name for it.
Cow tip him or something?
Something like that. It wouldn't do anything. It'd just be funny. But no, I'm gonna do something that's actually effective. Like I'm gonna have to use a bomb. My gun's on the floor.
You could devise stratagem, draw, and hit with a whip.
Only 2d4 damage. And it's non-lethal. You know what? I want to do that.
Oh my God.
Because
I love seeing the whip come back.
my bombs aren't doing much. So that's a 12 on the die plus 11 is 23 to hit with the whip.
That'll hit.
With the whip?
Ba-na-na-na.
Whip it good.
Do you have to spend an action to try and trip it?
I'm not trying to trip it. I'm just going to do damage.
Okay.
So that is 2d4 plus d6. That's right, because of my
Devise a stratagem.
device stratagem. So that's 3. That's it. 4 for 7 plus 6 for 13 non-lethal damage.
13 damage, though.
If this kills it, it's non-lethal.
It is not dead.
Oh, okay.
But that actually hurt real bad. That's
Oh my
13
God.
points of damage.
Yeah, Chester yells.
Feel the wrath of my wife.
This is my. You shakes fist at sky. You stop that!
As Askin's turn, he doesn't like being whipped. He's not into that.
Did you say Drenders?
Akazindri.
Akazindri.
Okay.
Akazindri. Akadringu.
Echidrender. Echidrender Williams.
didn't you, Jacob?
Stop hitting me.
He's gonna bite
Statistically, you should miss me over half the time. I
You
think
get
you've
mad
missed
at me
once.
when I say that statistically I should hit this person at the time.
I rolled
Yeah, because
a natural 18
Uh-huh.
Oh my
for a
God.
total of
Go on.
30.
Yeah, you hit me.
That's going to be with its tail, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I can grab you. And that's
You'll
going to
grab
be a total of...
Why is he grabbing me?
Because he just likes
'Cause
you
he
a lot.
loves you.
He's a Williams. And 9 points
He's
of...
a Williams now.
9 points of damage.
Plus.
I
That's
just
total?
totaled it, yeah.
All right. Listen, I tell you, anyone who touches a Williams becomes a Williams.
He grabs
It's a
you.
disease.
He grabs you, and then he's going to spend his last action to constrict.
Oh, really?
Fortitude save, please.
Oh, thank you. I would love to.
He just grabs you, and he hugs you so tight.
Dirty 20.
That's a success. You're going to take half damage.
Oh, that's
Nice.
So half of 7 is 3 points of damage.
Is Chester still up?
Chester's still up.
That's its turn. It's Eleanor's turn. You are conscious, wounded, but on the floor. What would you like to do?
So standing up would be an action.
Yep, and you'll have 2 more.
Would I still have a hold of my rapier, or do I have to pick it up?
No, you still have it.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up.
With Fencer's Glove's death grip to your rapier.
I imagine it would be. I'm going to stand up and...
Well, not a death grip. That wouldn't be, fancy.
Well, it's Alonzo styled.
Ah.
Sorry.
That hurts.
Are you going to try and get panache?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get some panache. I'm going to attempt to tumble through.
All right.
Let's roll. 18.
18. No, they have pretty good reflex. So
I didn't think a 5 would do it.
Yeah, but you can still attack.
I
with
can
your
still
full
attack,
bonus.
though.
Wait, if you tumbled through, wouldn't that mean you failed? Wouldn't that mean you stay on your spot?
Oh, yeah.
Because then you're still flanking.
Am I
Oh,
still
you are
flanking?
still flanking, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try to attack with my rapier.
Make boots out of him.
Natty 17 for 28.
28.
Please tell me it's a critical.
With flanking, that's a critical hit.
Yes! It hurts so bad that it's not a panached critical,
Yeah.
but it's still a critical. So
All right.
that means I roll the damage,
And double it.
and then I get to add the 1d8
Deadly.
deadly.
Yep.
Deadly.
Deadly.
Dele Williams.
Deadly Williams.
All right, the damage is 6 plus 1 is 7.
14.
14 damage plus a deadly d8
Hit me.
of 3.
All right, so that will be 17 points of damage. Yeah, this thing is dead as hell. Would you like to describe your kill?
It's like she doesn't just stab, she like leaps into the stab.
Right through the lizard chest. You skin these book lizards
And lands beautifully.
and you make boots out of them.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up here
Oh.
with these dead lizards in the library next time.
All right.
Good job. You solved my book puzzle.
And I didn't die.
You didn't die.
I have a 5 HP.
I think it would have been really funny if you did die, though.
This is my new rogue, Blonzo.
He's
So,
blonde.
With his love, Blenanor.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag Third Gallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of the podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon. Our theme for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios. And you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.